York's classic rock, Q1043.
There you
are. Early. What kind of rock star is early?
Oh, I started back.
It's 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes early.
That's an eternity, Rick.
Oh, come on. I have to be out walking the dog. We got a rescue puppy. So
And me too. Not a puppy, but a full-grown blind dog. Tell us about yours.
Oh, he's Joey. He's I guess he was only born in August, like August 17th. And I don't know what happened, but he ended up being a rescue dog. So I can't imagine what happened to him. But he's doing really well. He's so cute. He's this little Yorkie. But it's a handful, man. It's like having a newborn.
Well, yeah, because you got to train him.
Well, does he run around the yard, or do you take him out walking in a neighborhood?
I take him out walking because where we live, there's a fair bit of wildlife.
Oh.
What do you mean? An eagle's going to come and swoop him up?
That kind of
these things happen, Shelley.
Yeah, I know. You say nature is cruel, Jim.
Yes, it is. It is.
Central coast of California is pretty. There's a lot going on. So it's a lot of wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the coyotes.
Yeah.
Yes, the coyotes specifically. You have to watch out for them.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it. We started with talking about the cute little rescue puppy and the adult blind dog that Shelley rescued, and here I am thinking about coyotes eating your animals. You have to protect them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there.
From here,
Are you still painting?
I am. I'm actually working on Johnny Cash at the moment, which is really cool.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
He's the ultimate bad boy. And then I'm working on Kurt Cobain, which is really cool.
Oh.
So, yeah. No, I wanted to ask you, did Allison say that my wife was going to be on with us?
No. Does she want to join us?
No, I did. Well, she came up with the whole idea for Big Love Benefit concerts, but fine.
Well, we've never met your wife.
Yeah, we'd love to meet your wife. Bring her on.
Fantastic. Well, she came up with the song Big Love, and that's kind of what inspired what we're doing now with Big Love Benefit concerts. So hang on, let me just come on in.
So not only do we have the wonderful and extraordinarily talented Rick Allen of Def Leppard, who is also an inspiring and courageous human being, but we now are meeting his wife. Do the introduction, Rick.
Yeah, please.
This is Lauren Monroe, my lifetime partner, and she's the reason for Big Love Benefit concerts. So here you go.
Well, the Big Love Benefit concert is going to take place Saturday night, 9:00 Eastern time, and we'll let you know how you can get tickets in just a few moments. But Ms. Monroe, Lauren, this idea of yours has grown into a very, very big deal with lots of very well-known, talented artists contributing their time. How did you pull this whole thing off?
Well, it was a group effort for sure, because, we had this idea because of the need. It was just so apparent, going to Sound Image and meeting the crew and experiencing their suffering firsthand, and then hearing about very devastating suicides that have happened over the period of since September till September when we were there. And we just, started calling friends, and Rick really spearheaded calling friends, and we sent letters to people that we knew that had crew that were out of work. And, it was a snowball effect. And the more people we spoke to about it, the more people wanted to do something. And, it really takes a community to heal a community. So we're grateful.
Yeah, so Tommy Shaw, he was the first person. Once he said yes, and, he said, I'd love to be involved. I see how our crew hurting. I see this whole industry hurting. And then it just snowballed, Matt Sorum. I've known Billy Idol for forever, Winona Judd. Brett Michaels has been a great spokesperson, Allman Best. I mean, there's all these fantastic artists, and they all just said yes. So here we are.
Yeah, and you've even pulled Sammy Hagar away from his margarita for a few minutes to help out as well from down in Cabo.
Yeah.
And Chicago, some people in Chicago.
Yeah, they've been spokespersons for the project. Unfortunately, you know, technologically wise, we couldn't get music in this first one from them. But everybody else is great. And in reality, we'd like to keep this going. We'd like there to be a number 2, and then eventually, once we can play in front of people again, we'd love to take this thing out on the road.
Well, what's the name of the project, of the organization that benefits?
Sweet Relief benefits from this particular concert, and Sweet Relief helps musicians in need and also the backstage professionals that need so much help right now. And they provide financial assistance, but it's so wonderful. They also provide mental health resources. And you know, as everybody knows, that since the pandemic, so much anxiety and depression has been coming into our homes and into our families, and to be talked about and shared. And also, we need support. We need to point people in directions where they can get help.
How can people see the Big Love concert Saturday night?
Well, you can go to biglovebenefitconcerts.com. There you can get your ticket. You can also see merch and contribute that way. And also, we're doing a wonderful charity auction with celebrity items that are really cool. You can also get that there, or you can go right to nugs.net, and that's the platform that's hosting the show. They host a lot of different concerts, and you can get your ticket that way as well.
And then we'll be doing a virtual meet and greet. So there's something for everybody. There's a way that everybody can contribute and just you know, make sure that there's an industry left when we can actually go back out on the road. And that's the whole idea behind this, is to tie everybody over and just keep things moving, so that, you know, we have venues. We have.
Well, it's nice, you know, there are people like you, Rick, who have the resources to make it through a difficult time like this. But the vast majority of people who work in the music industry, putting these shows on to entertain us all throughout the world, are regular people with regular incomes, and the entire industry just stopped. Yeah. I mean, it's just not there.
True. I mean, look, look at Broadway. I mean, so far-reaching. You know, sporting events, anything where, you know, there are large crowds. It's just not doable. You know, we firmly believe in the science of it, and if the science says we can't go out and do it, I would hate for anybody to get sick at one of our venues. So, you know, we just can't do it until it's the right time.
Right, but it doesn't just interfere with the work of an artist on the stage like you, but it wipes out the income of the person who sells the popcorn and the beer. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
You were talking about suicides. Are you talking about that this is happening among stage crew?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't think the public is hearing about this enough.
I don't think the public hears about suicide enough. It's running rampant in our country, and it's devastating. It's really infiltrating our teenage culture, our veterans, and now we're seeing it all walks of life. And in this industry, I think people who are dedicated their lives to touring and backstage work, they've lost their identity. They've lost their family, because ultimately a lot of these road dog kind of gypsy people who we love so dearly, their family's on the road. And you know, they go from tour to tour. Sometimes their lives are in storage. Sometimes they have families at home, but they've really lost their sense of identity and community. And I think that's a big wound that we need to look at in general with human beings and what's going on right now. So
and Lauren, you are a well-known advocate for PTSD therapy, suicide prevention. So you've been an activist in this area for a long time, as well as being an artist. and a singer.
Yes, I am. And I think I, integrate both of those things together. All my performances, I attach to a cause, because I feel like that's the best way I can serve. And, Rick and I started a foundation, a not-for-profit, early in 2001, where we started bringing drumming and mindfulness practice to people who are going through crisis. And we learned a lot through that. And we're applying it more on stage now.
Well, Rick is, as we all know, a very generous and inspirational figure who has devoted a great deal of his time and his talent and his energy to helping others. Did you two recognize those qualities in one another when you met? Are those attitudes, partially responsible for bringing the two of you together?
Oh, you have to tell us how you met, the whole love story. You have to tell us.
It was actually through a mutual friend, and you tell me. She was working at the Boulder College of Massage at the time, and I was having terrible pain issues. But anyway, tell me your story a little bit.
Well, a mutual friend introduced us. I had a massage therapy practice, and I worked quite extensively to the communities in Boulder, Colorado, and he was touring. And my friend said, I have my friend Rick, he really could use someone like you. I do a lot of different types of healing work. And so we met on that level, and I became a guide. And we got to be really good friends. And, everything kind of unfolded from there. And we both had an understanding that we wanted to help other people. So we really met our minds in that way through music and through his experience of healing.
Well, my experience of
trauma and my experience of healing trauma. And also I went through a lot of things in my childhood that I worked through that we share with other people through music and through healing.
Well, this sounds like it's going to be just a magnificent event on Saturday night. And once again, how can people get tickets to experience this virtually?
Well, you can go to nugs.net.
Let's spell that. It's N as in Nancy.
Yes.
UGS.net.
NUGS.net, like hugs, go to nugs.
Yeah.
Okay, and the incredible lineup. You've got our friend Tommy Shaw, Winona Judd, who's just one of the greatest singers ever.
Yeah.
Billy Idol. It's going to be a great event, and you can help by purchasing a ticket and also merchandise that will benefit the wonderful organization that Rick and his wife are involved in.
Yeah, your ticket lasts for 48 hours. So if you can't make it to see it, buy your ticket and you have 2 days to watch it and rewatch it. Great.
Okay, and is there also information when you go to nugs.net for the virtual meet and greet?
Yes, it's there. Just look at the concert, and they'll give you opportunities. You can buy a regular ticket or a VIP ticket to see us.
Yeah. BigLoveBenefitConcerts.com is also a good place to go because that lays it all out as well. So there are people.
Okay. BigLoveBenefitConcerts.com. Well, we always enjoy your visits when you're in New York, Rick. Next time, if your wife is in town, please bring her along.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see you.
It's so nice to meet you, and best of luck to both of you. And it's our pleasure to let everybody know about the wonderful work you're doing and the great event that you're having on Saturday night. We thank you for your time.
Thank
You're
you.
always so supportive, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.